as his deputy William Ruto, alongside other leaders, attended Nakuru Senator Susan Kihika's traditional wedding in Laikipia, where some of the COVID-19 safety protocols were breached. At some point, 2 legislators without masks were captured walking alongside Kihika inside a tent where attendees were more than the required number. According to safety protocols outlined by the Interfaith Council, those attending weddings should not exceed 100 people. Next, not too far down the power line, National Treasury CS Okuru Yatani. He has been in his home county of Marsabit, attending public gatherings to celebrate 2 newly created sub-counties. Amidst songs and dance, there was no social distancing. Most of the attendees had their masks off, while some with masks had worn them wrongly. But regardless of his boss' directive, Yatani knowingly participated in the 2 public gatherings, one on Friday in Dukana, North Horr, and the other in Turbi, Saturday. In Kitui County, ODM leader Raila Odinga was among various leaders who attended the burial of lawyer Nzamba Kitonga. More than 500 mourners attended, contrary to the requirement that funerals should be attended by not more than 200 people. Currently, funerals are not supposed to last more than 1.5 hours, but this one did. And in Nyeri town, the area MP Ngunjiri Wambogu held a public gathering to drum up support for the Building Bridges Initiative report. Attendees disregarded the 1.5 meter social distancing, the 1/3 hall capacity rule, as they freely engaged each other, danced and enjoyed. This all comes as the COVID-19 pandemic hits the country harder than ever before. Meanwhile, ODM candidate for the upcoming Sambweni by-elections, Omar Boga, has tested positive for the coronavirus disease and has proceeded to self-quarantine at home. The government once again stands accused of facilitating the narrative of 2 Kenyas. 50 people were arrested in Kisumu for breaching COVID containment rules. In Muranga, another group of people was arrested for the same, and the case was the same in Mombasa. Vincent Odur, NTV.
It's now 1 year since the government kicked off the Mau forest restoration activities, evicting encroachers and planting trees. Today, more than 1.4 million trees have been planted in different blocks, as those who were evicted maintain that the evictions were illegal since they hold genuine
heavy with sounds of machinery, livestock and children. But now the silence is almost deafening, only punctuated by the sound of nature breathing amid sighs of relief. The forest that has known human companionship for years now sits in solitude and thriving. We're on the edge of the Old Posimoru Forest, which is part of the Mau complex, and this is one of the homes that were left when the evictions were done. And all that is left of the home is just this one wall and the pillar to indicate that previously people lived here. And it's now been about a year since the evictions were done, and even though replanting of trees has happened in other parts of the forest, in this specific area no replanting was done, but you can see the trees have already taken over. Until a year ago, at least 40,000 people lived in this forest, but by November 1st, they had all been evicted as the government kicked off a plan to revive the dying water tower.
There is no Masai Mara without Masai Mau. There is no Serengeti ecosystem without Masai Mau.
For the last 1 year, work has been ongoing. We have been able to plant around 1.4 million tree seedlings, and I was able to go there yesterday. I have been monitoring, and the survival and the growth rate is quite amazing.
This village is now a ghost town, abandoned homes now rotting away, the quickly regenerating forest tearing them apart. Some have evidence of a family that left in a hurry as the lapse of the 3 months eviction notice drew near. Many of the evictees didn't go far and set up camp just beyond the forest and still insist that the eviction was unfair.
Mahali ilikuwa na hizi starehe. Wakati hao walitoa sisi huko kwa shamba, akakuja kusanyana hapa. Kwa maana ajui mahali ingine tunaenda. Ile mashamba ambao tulinunua huko tuliwacha tu. na tumejaribu njia yote. President akakaa kabisa mgumu. Wale liuzia sisi shamba, mbona serikali hapana chukua hawa ama hapana zika hawa? Tunalala nyumba moja na watoto. Kuna manyumba ngine. Hii mabati 6.
Tumekosa sasa chakula. Hii watoto yetu wanalala njaa. Akipata watu wenye amenunua miwa, akitafuna miwa akirusha chini, watoto anatoa anaendelea kufuna hiyo yenye wase wamekula.
This November marks exactly 1 year since the Mau restoration kicked off, and to celebrate, the Kenya Forest Service planted more trees, keenly watching to ensure that each tree was planted correctly. So far, at least 1,400 hectares of forest land has been reclaimed, and the KFS is optimistic that soon the Mau treetops will punch majestically towards the sky once more in all their crowning green glory. Zainab Wandati, NTV.
NTV for sure has a long memory, and we will stay on top of all the stories that affect you. All right, we'll have more when we return with NTV Weekend Edition. Answer's here.
Wow, what a nice gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
The Samsung BlueTech sale is backed by popular demand. Up to 20% off on selected mobile devices, along with additional 50% screen replacement offer on the Galaxy S20 series. Enjoy up to 30% off on selected TVs, refrigerators, washing machines, and other home appliances. Don't miss out on these unbeatable deals. Visit your nearest participating Samsung dealer store to enjoy this and many more offers.
Go Ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. It is showing everyone that we can all be heroes. Going ahead is our courage to do something new. It's those small acts that go a long way. It means growing our own. It is making the most of what we have. It is supporting each other where we can. To go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
Rock Industries brings you rock plastic with a variety of kitchenware, ranging from kitchen dishes, cups, plates, clothesline pegs, spoons, and even rulers for learners. All this coming in your preferred size, beautiful colors and texture, and our products are one shop away from where you are across the country. All Rock Industries Limited products are 100% virgin raw material that is cost-friendly. For these and more products, contact our offices on 0722 575619 or 0736-02-8181. You can also visit our offices in Industrial Area, Ndume Road, off Lunga Lunga Road, Nairobi.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Kenya Medical Training College will hold its 88th graduation ceremony on December 3rd, 2020, virtually at KMTC Graduation Square, Nairobi from 10 a.m. Graduates must pay a graduation fee of 2,500 to National Bank. A donning graduation gown will be optional, and graduates wishing to get one can visit KMTC headquarters in Nairobi from November 4, 2020 to November 20th, 2020. We invite you to join the live event on Facebook at KMTC Official and YouTube at KMTC Official. KMTC, training for better health.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Wa Kenya, hii fight hatukuchagua, lakini tuko na choice. Tuchague kujilinda. Tuchague kuprotect familia zetu. Tuchague usafi. Kuosha mikono. Kuosha manyumba zetu. Ndio tulinde watoto wetu. Na tuvae mask. Future yetu iko mikononi mwetu. Kenya, let's do it for the ones we love.
Thank you for staying with us on Ntv Weekend Edition. Now, let's address the concerns of the boy child. Boys, gents, how do you address the issues that trouble you? Or do you even do so? Well, many are the concerns that boys and men have been overlooked amid the great championing for girls and women empowerment. Rose Wangwe reports on a mentorship programs event, Boys to Men, not the R&B group, that happened in Murang'a County, where parents and guardians have been called upon to be more deliberate in their care for their sons, who are increasingly falling into the various traps of life.
How men handle the challenges they go through is in various instances masked in many other things. Some resort to alcoholism, drug abuse, as well as other ills. The downward spiral can get to dangerous levels.
Sikuwa nakunywa nilewe, nilikuwa nakunywa nikufe. Sababu nilikuwa nimefika mwisho wa maisha.
As a struggling alcoholic, his battle with not only the bottle but with hope as well got worse. He says his family even left him.
Walikuwa wote wameenda. Sababu hakuna hawakekubali kukaa na mimi na ulevi yangu, sababu nilikuwa nauza hata sufuria. Sasa mtu anauza hata sufuria, nani atakaa na yeye?
He now partners with other men to reach out to the younger men and boys as well. One thing that has come out clear is that the boy child is vulnerable.
We also empowered the girl child so much that we did not empower the boy child, who is also equally supposed to marry them.
Boy child is feeling like he is lost. He's feeling like he is no longer remembered in the society.
This kind of scenarios informed the Boys to Men mentorship program, which had an event held at Wangwa Makeri Stadium in Murang'a County. About 200 young men aged between 12 to 21 years old participated in the colourful event convened by the Youthful Assistant County Commissioner James Nandi under the umbrella of the National Government Administration Officers. They learned and expressed their desires and needs.
Tuseme tu ukweli, youth ndo wanakuanga wengi in our country. And if we mentor them, the future tomorrow will be a big future.
Navigating adolescence is daunting, considering that youth in this age bracket are faced with a multitude of issues to contend with.
Haswa kama wakati watoto hawaendi popote, juzi corona ilifanya tufunge makanisa. Watoto sasa wamepotoka. Na ninahofia shule pia zitakuwa na shida sana.
It is becoming more difficult to raise teenagers to become responsible citizens because the village and communal concept has been fading away. Parents' search for daily bread and other engagements have also been flagged as contributors to the situation at hand when not well balanced.
Our young men are really lost. We are lost in drugs, substance abuse.
Men have negated their responsibility of bringing up especially the boy child.
Haswa hapa Central Kenya, sisi ni wafanya biashara, ni watu wa kutafuta pesa, tunajulikana. Kwa hivyo mzazi anaamka asubuhi, anarudi nyumbani usiku, na wengine hawashughuliki mtoto wameshida wapi.
The event also saw the boys and young men receive guidance on sexuality, discipline, purpose and positive manhood.
Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga has been challenged to reach out to Deputy President William Ruto and resolve what has been seen as bad blood playing out in the public domain so as to ensure a smoother journey forward, more so as the country stares at a possible change in its constitution. Odinga once again hinted at being on the ballot in 2022. This was said during the burial service of the senior counsel Nzamba Kitonga in Kitui County.
I don't carry grief for him. Even if your brother, Ruto, does not want to come to the fold, go seek him. If he's prodigal, go seek him and tell him that Kenyans want a constitution which is negotiated, which will help all of us. There is no reason he should say no to that. And if he says no to that, all of us Kenyans, we will say that's not a good thing for him to do.
Ikiwa kama bwana na bibi hawezi kuishi pamoja, kitu gani? Waislamu husema tuone kwa furaha, tuachane kwa furaha. Ikiwa kama ni talaka mara tatu, sio?
Let us not grow weary. Neither should we slumber in making sure that this nation grows together as one united nation. 42, 43 nationalities living together as Kenyans.
Constitution making is a continuous process. It cannot remain static. That's why even in the United States you've got First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, Fifth Amendment, and so on and so forth. There's so many of those amendments.
Women must have full representation. The two-third gender rule up to now has not been achieved in the last 10 years. We are not asking for too much as women of Kenya. If we are only saying that make sure that where people are seated to make serious decisions on behalf of this country, women are also sitting there.
Boys to Men made the case for the boy child, and now the Kitui governor, Charity Ngilu, as you saw there, made the case for the girl child. Now, on his part, the deputy president has called for honest building of bridges and not efforts that are biased and applied selectively. He was speaking in Laikipia County.
We must continuously build the bridges of friendship, partnership, and unity. And we must never tire. And we must never run away. And we must never close any window or door to consultation, to negotiation, to consensus building, because the art of building bridges is the art of creating unity, not disunity. And that is what we must focus on. And I want to ask all leaders that if truly we believe in building bridges, we should never leave any bridge broken. And we must never break one bridge as we build the other. We must build all bridges together.
Now, for the third member of that political triangle, President Uhuru Kenyatta has paid a courtesy visit to Italian President Sergio Mattarella at his Quirinal Palace home in Rome. A guard of honor mounted by a detachment of the Italian military signified the official state reception. The visit sought to cement Kenya's relationship with Italy as a key development partner. The two leaders discussed several mutually beneficial subjects such as trade, investment, tourism, and the global fight against COVID-19. President Kenyatta was accompanied by the Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary, Ambassador Rachel Omamo, and Ambassador Yonga.
Italy was the epicenter when the COVID began in March. And they've managed to overturn that now to be the showcase of the best case study in the way they have managed COVID. So Kenya stands to benefit a lot from lessons learned from their COVID situation.
We take another commercial break, but we'll be back with more before you know it.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medifax for Dettol.
Ah, Helen Paul.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question for you. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I've been using it for years.
Oh, madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet properly, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic's thick formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach.
Wow, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
Fun and food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. Panadol Extra, now with new Optizorb technology to fight multiple tough pains with 3 times more pain-relieving medicine in the first 30 minutes when you need it most. Seeing them support themselves makes any pain worth it. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, and wash white clothes, towels, and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
Pictures they're coming out of the great US of A following the projection of Joe Biden as president-elect. Pennsylvania sent him over the top with 20 votes. I would love to be a fly on the wall at the Obama's residence to get a sense of the jubilation they are following President Donald Trump's, or I should say outgoing President Donald Trump's loss of a second term. Rather, he failed to defend his seat, and Joe Biden, it appears, is set to be the next president of the U.S. More news coming out of Kenya now, and the body of the late Kakamega County Chief of Staff, Robert Sumbi, may not be buried anytime soon due to a dispute involving two women, both of whom claim to be his next of kin. One of the women has gone to court and filed a case that she hopes will protect the interests of her children. Charity Mwangi with the details.
Outside the Kakamega funeral parlor, our families gathered, and no, they are not waiting to receive the body of their kin for burial just yet. In fact, the burial plans are not yet complete. They sit here to prevent another party from collecting the body and making alternative burial plans.
Mimi hasa kile ningetaka kwa leo nikiwa na jamaa wangu hapa ni hakikisho kuwa court orders zitafuata na mume wangu atabaki hapa.
Among them is Susan Namanda, who claims to be County Chief of Staff Robert Sumbi's legal wife. Sumbi died recently of COVID-19. She says she has been keeping vigil all night and will continue to do so until the dispute is resolved.
Mimi hapa nimepeana court order na nina pia ile burial permit. Kwa hivyo nashangaa ni akina nani hawa ambao wanataka kuzika mume wangu.
On the other side of the dispute is a woman who also claims to be the late Sumbi's wife, and part of his family supports her claim, much to Susan's annoyance.
Kibibilia ni kwa sababu mimi ni Mkristo, najua mimi ndio mke wake pekee. Na pia katika sheria ya Kenya, mimi nina marriage certificate na mume wangu hajafanya talaka kwangu. Kwa hivyo mimi sijui mtu mwingine asije kati kunyakua yale ambayo tumefanya kwa miaka 20 ili tupatie watoto wetu maisha mazuri.
They have been living peacefully. It is only that my daughter stays in Nairobi. She's a lecturer at KU, and she's not transferable. And this man stays around here.
In an effort to protect her interests, Susan Namanda has gone to court to seek access to her husband's property.
Nimestaki watu wawili ambao naona kuwa ndio wamechukua vitu vya mume wangu. Hasa nitataja kuna identification card, yani kipande chake, kuna ATM cards zake, kuna logbook yake, kuna gari lake, kuna title deeds za shamba. Zote hazijulikani mahali zipo.
For now, Susan hopes that the court will rule in her favor. Charity Mwangi, NTV.
Well, that report by Charity Mwangi takes us back to the U.S., where Joe Biden has been projected as the president-elect, that is the 46th president of the U.S. Pictures they are coming out of the U.S. following that projection. As I said, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, sorry, tongue twister there, sent him over the top from 253 votes to 273. In total, they have 20 votes. And I hear also that President Donald Trump has refused to concede defeat. There is a statement there on your screens from his campaign, and I cannot read it. The print is too small, but when we come back from the break, I'll have had a chance to take a closer look at it.
Wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action. for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Are you looking to settle your family in an affordable, clean and serene environment? Look no further than Garden of Joy in Machakos by Optiven. The project strategically sits between the Mua and Koma Hills, providing you with beautiful landscapes, fresh air and a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Garden of Joy also comes with a jogging track, a meditation park and a children's play area, making it the perfect location to set up your countryside home. Get your value-added plot at only 1.295 million shillings. We also have flexible payment options of up to 12 months. Call us today on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optivan.co.ke.
Pata kila kitu upendacho kwa M-Pesa kupitia star 334 hash.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Kenya Medical Training College will hold its 88th graduation ceremony on December 3rd, 2020, virtually at KMTC Graduation Square, Nairobi from 10 a.m. Graduates must pay a graduation fee of 2,500 to National Bank. KMTC, training for better health. In the Assistia Mitana Absa, the official banking partner of the EPL in Africa. Stand a chance to win 1 million Kenya shillings every month when you deposit into your Absa personal or business account. That's Absa. That's Africanacity.
Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Upgrade to Bonga Plus 20 to get 100 free minutes Airtel to Airtel plus 10 additional minutes to all networks. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Kwa nini sheria ya jenda haifuatwi?
Mwanaume ni kichwa na kichwa ya mwanaume lazima ikuwe kichwa ngumu.
Mbona unapenda kuwa nagging hivyo eh?
Ni wewe ulifanya hii yote ikatokea wakati ulianza kutembea na ex wangu Rao. Wewe unafikiria mimi nafilaje ex wangu akiwa rafiki yako?
Nimejaribu kukupenda lakini wewe haupendeki.
Umechapa baya.
Si ni kawaida yetu mahasla kusota na kulia.
Yeah, just that I wanted a 6 billion loan with my account.
I'm sorry, but Facebook doesn't offer loans.
No, but I have an account with you.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
Great time for the latest happening in the world of sport. And the Kenya national basketball team looks to qualify for the 2021 FIBA AfroBasket, the continent's top basketball festival, for the first time in 27 years. Now, to do that, they need to finish in the top 3 of their 4 nations qualifying group in the second round of this year's AfroBasket qualifiers, scheduled for November 25th through to 29th in Kigali, Rwanda. Well, the Morans have officially been unveiled at the Nyayo National Stadium Gymnasium ahead of the tournament, with some of the international-based players set to join the team in due course. Group B opposition will see the Morans take on Mozambique, as well as giants Angola and Senegal. The final team of 15 will be selected from the 19-man preliminary squad released in October. Hopes are that the Morans haven't lost the momentum that saw them win 6 pre-qualifiers at home in January. The national team also finished second at the inaugural FIBA AfroChan in 2019.
Many people refer to our pool as a pool of death.
And I think I think we are part of that death. So we'll see how best we are able to compete against them. Yes, true.
Yes, I know there's that expectation from everybody else because we had a good run last year. And what we do, we're riding that confidence that we had. And we know what we need to do right.
All the best to the Morans there. And a 3-day course by the National Olympic Committee of Kenya has concluded in Nairobi with over 50 participants from various Olympic federations taking part. The course, which NOC says will be annual, is geared towards promoting good governance and effective administration. It's supported by the Olympic Solidarity and is one of the priorities of the Olympic movement to promote the development of sport. Well, it's also one of the recommendations of the 2020 Olympic agenda to strengthen the governance of sports organizations in order to manage the challenges of modern sport.
Oh, you've left even. This is a capacity building course that is sponsored by International Olympic Committee to put more effort on capacity building to sports administrators. Today, this is our 4th in series. We had the women leaders, 2 on women leaders, we have treasurers, we have sports strength and conditioning.
Charity, they say, begins at home. And former Kenyan international Maurice Sunguti exemplifies this to perfection. Sunguti is now a founder and coach and wears both hats at the Syokimau Soccer Academy in Machakos County. Our reporter, Lokeder Natiom, visited the academy and filed this report.
Following the closure of schools in the country due to the coronavirus pandemic, many children have been left with nothing but time on their hands. But 10-year-old Abel Muno has been enjoying the newly found time doing what he loves best, football. Muno looks up to currently inform Michael Olunga for motivation. But to get there, he now understands the importance of proper training.
Since I came here, I've had a lot of friends. My teammates are so important to me. And I really thank them.
Mika Miriti is also enjoying the time out and he admires Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk.
Coach Sunguti has been really important to me because he's helped me. Before, I never used to play well, but then he kept on supporting me until right now. Now I play well.
The Syokimau Football Academy is aiming at adding value to these children's time. The 9-year-old academy that hosts children aged between 10 to 17 years is the brainchild of former Harambee Stars striker Maurice Sunguti.
Kitu Kenya kilinifanya mimi kuanzisha hii academy. Siku ile nilikuwa nacheza, mimi sikupata fursa ya kufundishwa na walimu. Tulikuwa nacheza tu mpira ya mtaa hivyo, lakini naweza sema pengine bahati mzuri walimu wenye wako kwa academy wakatuona, wakatupatia nafasi katika mashule.
Challenges remain a constant slap in the face for the players who have now featured in friendly matches in Barcelona and Sweden and had plans of visiting Austria this year. They have also been featuring in the East Africa Chipukizi Cup since its inception.
Ya vijana tunakuza ndio baadaye watakuja watachezea Harambee Stars na wakiweka jina Harambee Stars juu Federation takuwa imefanya kazi yao. Federation watusaidia sana.
43-year-old Sunguti's main motivation is to equip the 120 young players with the right knowledge and exposure. Aside from lessons on the pitch, Sunguti's trainees are also treated to useful life lessons that enable them live responsibly as members of the society.
Football is a school of life where many skills are taught, like perseverance, teamwork, healthy life skills. But we not only concentrate on their football skills, we concentrate also on their personal and social skills. Those are very important virtues. Maybe they led them in life.
The former striker's rich football history and experience stems way back to 2004 when he was part of the Kenyan squad that left a mark in the Africa Cup of Nations finals in Tunisia. He also played for AFC Leopards, Tanzania's Yanga SC, Sweden's Friska Viljo FC, and different clubs in Uganda and Vietnam as well. It looks like the future of football is in safe hands, with the likes of Maurice Sunguti sharing his international experience and exposure with young talent. Lokeder Natiom, Ntv, Machakos.
Thanks a lot for that look at there. Quickly, a Bruno Fernandes brace and assist eased the pressure on boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Manchester United got back to winning ways, beating Everton 3-1 at Goodison Park following a horrible week, that saw them lose to Arsenal at home in the league, then away in the Champions League. It looked like United were headed for more negative headlines when Everton took the lead through Bernard after 19.
Does it again, it's superhuman!
All right, I did promise you a closer look at the statement released by the Trump and Pence campaign team. This is what they say, and I quote, "We all know why Joe Biden is rushing to falsely pose as the winner and why his media allies are trying so hard to help him. They do not want the truth to be exposed. The simple fact is that this election is far from over. Joe Biden has not been certified as the winner of any states, let alone any of the highly contested states headed for mandatory recounts or states where our campaign has valid and legitimate legal challenges that could determine the ultimate victor." So Donald Trump there has refused to concede. But before we finish up with the U.S. elections, let's once again take a look at Kamala Harris's phone conversation with Joe Biden on that projection of crossing the 270 mark being made.
We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
I can't even begin to imagine